Hey, I'm Rehana. In this video, I'm gonna tell you about follow operators, and also I will talk about exception handling in follow Kotlins, and we will get familiar with StateFlow and SharedFlow. So let us start. In the previous video, I fully explained about what's following Kotlin, why do we need to learn it, and also I talked about hot and cold data source, and also we got familiar with builders in follow. So now we will work with operator. And what is the operator in follow? Operators help transform data from one format to another. And also, as I said before, we can assume operator as a translator. So the speaker is speaking in Swedish, for example, and the collector as a listener only understand English. So there must be a translator to help people to understand each other. It is an operator. When we use an operator, we can also tell the task which thread it will be done on. There are two types of operator available inside the flow. The first one is terminal and the second one is intermediate. So let's continue with terminal operators. Okay, why we need to use a terminal operator? So because follows, as I said before, are cold. They won't produce value until a terminal operator is called. Terminal operators are a suspending function that start the collection of the follow. Collect is the most common terminal operator, and if you remember, we used a collect in the last video. Collect is the most basic terminal operator. It collects value from a follow and executes an action with each item. So let me show you how. Okay, here let me create another activity. So here activity, empty activity, and put the name, every name that you want. So here choose launcher activity, and why activity name is not set to valid class name. Why? Okay, because there is a space at the end of the name. So everything is okay. So the activity is created, and here let me create my first scope and using collect on it. So as I used before, here need to have life cycle scope as a coroutine scope. So call launch, and inside this scope I can work with follow method. So first I need to build a follow. So if you didn't know anything about builder function in follow, please see the previous video. I totally explained about all follow builders. So here I want to use as follow builder function, and here don't worry about some operators that I will use here. I will totally explain later what these operator. Just here I want to use a filter operator. Filter is kind of intermediate operator. Just don't worry, I totally explain to you later. So here to if equal with 0, and here I can collect the data. As you saw before, here I can do anything here with my data. So here I just want to print it in the log. So let me copy collect and paste it here, and also here I can copy and paste it here. Good. And here with the it, I have access to each item that comes from this filter. Okay, just dollar and it. Here, just let me add another operator, intermediate operator, we called map. And just, for example, we can use this command. Okay, just let me copy and run it again. And here in the logcat, paste it in the filter part and wait for the result. So app install, app. Just let me change it to 5 because I want to see more data. And here, okay. First, the filter, as I said before, is a kind of intermediate operator. So here is kind of if condition. So if this condition is true, so then it comes into map part and do this command, and as a result, print out in the logcat for me the result. So just let me run it again in the clear logcat. As you can see here is 4. That means outcome. The first one is 2. And here in the map section, 2 multiply 2. And then in the collect section, print out me 4. And again, number 4 as well, because here this condition is true for number 4. So again here 4 multiplied by 4, and the result, as we expected, is 16. So the next operator, I mean terminal operator, is first. And so let me comment this block and create another lifecycle scope, yes, and call launch. First returns only the first emission of the follow. How? Assume we have here, there is items of, for example, 13 to 20, and it can be as follow. And here I can call my first terminal operator, and also I can inside this body put some condition. If the result of it divided by 2 if is 0, so here I can put the log and see the result. So let me copy this tag here and put it first as operator here. And here just need call my item. Okay, so far so good, everything is okay. Just let me copy this and relaunch our application. Go to logcat and put it there. Okay, yes, as you can see, the first item that match with this condition is 14. So the result is correct, and this code is correct because the first item should be 14. The next operator is about the last. So let me comment this part and again create another lifecycle scope. Okay. So here, just like the previous one, I want to have the array of number, for example, from 20 until to 30, And here just need call as follow as a builder. And then here I can call my collector. And here I want to use last. Just that, so easy. And just let me copy and paste it here. This one should be last and item is correct. Okay, copy and paste it here and relaunch our application. We expected to see 30. Yes, right. Because here we used last. The next operator that I want to tell you about, toList and also toSet. So these operator the same actually. This operator wait until the follow completes and then all the ambitions will be returned as a list or set. How it's work, let me show you. First, let me comment this part and here. Here I want to create a follow of numbers. And here I want to use these follow builders, and inside the body I want to set some delay. Sorry, let me delete this part. Yes, and we can import it. Yes, it's okay. And here just like that, and emit a value, for example 1, and again I want to have another delay, and again emit another value. Somehow emit like insert. You can put value with emit into the follow variable. So here my follow variable is ready. Here let me create my lifecycle scope and call launch. Inside the body we need another variable and just need access to these somehow list, and here we can call toSet or toList. First I want to call toSet, just that, and here we can put the log, okay, like this. And again let me copy this part, oh sorry, here, and put the I. Let me run and see the result. Put it there and relaunch our application. Yes, as you can see, this variable contains 1 and 2, and when here call toSet into item, this item is a kind of set of the numbers int, and the result here we can see if we have a set of our data. And as well, if here I call toList, okay, here, and just let me put it there, and we expect to see the same result. Just here, as you can see, the item here is a list of int. So the other operator that I want to tell you is reduce. So let me comment this part. And about next operator, as I said before, I want to tell you about reduce. What is the reduce operator? Accumulates a value starting with the first element and applying operator to current accumulator value in each element. What that means? Let's see in the example. Okay, here I want to have a variable like sum, and here I want to have some data from 1 to 5, and here I should call as follow. Okay, and here I can call radius. So as you can see, there is 2 parameters. Let me change it to A and B. I want to do A plus B. Okay. And in the last step, I just need to call my log, and in the result, here I just need to call sum. Let me set some changes here and also copy and paste the tag name here. So good, and copy and paste it here to filter my logcat and relaunch my application. And here I should see 15. Yes, correct. That means wise here, that means like this: 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, and the last plus 5. And the result of these all plus is 15. So correct. The other operator that I want to tell you is fold. Okay, let me comment this, and here we can talk about fold. Fold to perform operations like swimming up all of the emitted value of a follow. It's somehow like radius, but there is a little bit different. So let me show you. And let me close the logcat for now. Life cycle scope, yes. Call launch, and here just let me copy and paste it here. Okay. And okay guys, I said before there is a small difference between fold and radius. As you can see here, I use the same operator that I had here. This operator has the same action like in the radius operator. Just there is a difference, and it's about this number that's here. All these numbers in the end should be plus with the number inside the fold. So here the result should be like that. And put it there and relaunch our application. Yes, as we expected, the result of this part of sum should be 15, and then plus with this number should be 25. Here our work with terminal operator is done. Guys, there is a lot of operators, but I try to tell you the most important and the most popular operator that we use in our project, in the real project. So here our work is done with the terminal operator. The next step is working with intermediate operator. Let me create another activity. Okay, just let me come here. Activity, empty activity. First, check this checkbox and put it the name here. Okay. Intermediate operator activity, and then finish. Okay, good and great. Just let me close all unnecessary tab. So here, what is intermediate operator? Intermediate operators on the follow, such as map, filter, take, zip, are functions that are applied to the upstream flow or flows and return a downstream flows where further operator can be applied. Intermediate operator don't run any code in the follow and aren't themselves function that stop the follow. They only set up a chain of operators for a future execution and quickly return. So the first operator that I want to tell you here is map. I use the map in the example of first terminal operator. So here we get familiar fully about the map. In this section, I want to have a variable with somehow a list of some name. Okay, a name follow. I want to have the list of some name. Okay. Let me put, okay, for example, Alex, Ray, Andy, and Frank, for example. And here, for converting this list to follow, I just need to call as follow. So far, so good. And here, first of all, like before, I should create a coroutine scope. And here, I want to use lifecycle scope. Inside of body scope, I just want to call the name follow, and here, just call map. And here I can, for example, I want to see the length of each name. So I can put something like that, name dot length is okay. And then let me create something like that. Yes, and then I can collect the result and put it in the log. Good. And just let me copy this part and paste it here. And also here I can put map. And because my result is int, here as you can see, the int is as an int. So just need access to my int. Okay, so let me copy and relaunch the application, and here put the map. Okay. Okay, as you can see, the result is correct. The length of the first name is 4, the second one is 3, and the last one is 5. So, the next operator that I want to tell you is filter. Again, you saw this filter in the first example in the terminal operator. The filter operator is a select value that meets our condition. How? Like this. Lifecycle scope, launch, and here again I want to work with my name flows, and here just need call filter. Let me do it again, do it like this. And here I want to set the condition if it equal with array selected for me, and then collect the data. And here I can do everything that I want with this data that's selected from this filter. So here again, let me just copy and paste it here and change it and filter. So let me run it and copy and paste it here. I accepted to see array here. Yes, so correct. And the next one is about take. So here, let me comment this part. What is take operator? The take operator returns a follow that contain first count elements. When count elements are consumed, the original follow is cancelled. What that mean? Let me show you an example. Lifecycle scope dot launch. Okay. Here again, I want to work with my name follow, and here I just want call take with to count. Okay. And then I want collect the data. So just need like that and put the look here, take, and here I expect to see Alex and Ray. Why? Because here I told, because here it's try to count element, and when it reaches to this number it's stopped and cancel the operation. So let me run it again. As we expected, the two name comes in output Alex and Ray because of this number and because of this operation. The next operation that I want to tell you about the zip. So let me comment this part and start to work with zip operator. What is zip operator? Zips values from the current follow with other follow using provider transform function applied to each pair of value. The resulting follow completes as soon as one of the follows completes, and cancel is called on the remaining follow. What that means? Again, let me show you in the example. Here I need to have two follows. For example, I want to have the follow of integer value and the other one with a string value. Okay, so while follow digit. Okay, and here I want to use another follow builders. Yes, follow off, and here I can insert my value, and here I can use another operator that we called on each. On each operator do something, everything that you want, or everything that you put here, some action to each element. Okay, here I just want to set some delay. It's a small delay, and let me import this delay. Yes, from coroutine, and here I can have another one with the string. Okay, good. And here, for for example, A, B, and C. And the delay for this one can be 15. And as always, I should have access to coroutine scope. So here I want to call my first follow and call zip operator. And as you can see here, I should pass my another follow. So here, okay. And here I want to do some action. For example, put I and S. And here I want to convert it I to a string plus S. I refer to my this number and S refers to these elements. And the last step, I want to call collect for collecting the data, and here I can put another lookat. Okay, good. And let me copy this tag name, put it there, and zip here, and here I just need to call it. Okay, let's go to see the result of the zip operator. I expected to see something like that. 1A, 2B, yes, as you can see, 1A, 2B, and 3C. Here we add both of these follow to each other, and then with this operator I collected one by one. The next operator that I want to tell you about, drop while. So let me comment this part. What is drop while? This function returns a sequence with all elements except the first element that satisfies the given condition. I want to have another life cycle scope and call launch, and inside the body I want to have a follow of some value 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and here I can call drop while, and as I said before, here we need a condition. So here I want to use this condition if it smaller than 2. So let's see. Okay, and just let's copy and paste it here. Drop while. Yes, it's good. Let me run it again and put it there. As I said before, this function returns a sequence with all elements except the first element that satisfies the given condition. And as you can see here, that define totally true with this result. The first element is skipped that meets this condition. So, okay, good. And the next one is about transform. So, okay, let me comment this part. And about the transform. What is the transform operators? We can apply transform function to each value of the given follow. This operator generalized filter and map operators and can be used as a building block for other operators. Transform is a flexible function that may transform emitted element, skip it, or emit it multiple times. So let's see in the code. Lifecycle scope dot launch, and here I want to have a follow-up, a value, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again 1. And here I can call transform, and inside the body I can emit each element, and also I can emit another one. There is no limitation for this. Here, for example, I want to emit it multiply with 10. So, and the next part, I want to collect the data and see result in the log. Okay, good. Transform here. Yes, all the thing is good. Let's run and see the result. Okay. Yes, as you can see, the first one emit each item, and the second emit each item multiplied by 10. So, as you can see here. And another operator that I want to tell you is with index. So let me comment it. And what is the with index operator? With index returns a follow that wraps each element into indexed value, contain value, and its index. And please pay attention. This index is starting from 0. Let's see in the code here. Lifecycle scope dot launch. Again, I want to use this name follow. Okay, and here just need to call it, and here just call with index. Just that. For seeing the result, I can just call collect and put the log here. Okay, let me copy and paste it here. Okay, and run it, and here. Okay, and here I expected to see this list with their index. As you can see here, the Alex, the index is 0, Ray index is 1, and index is 2, and Frank index is 3. And also here our work is done with the intermediate operator. I want to tell you some other operator, actually really useful operator, and we work and we used so much this kind of operator in the real project. Let me create another activity. Okay, empty activity first. Take this checkbox and put the name here. Okay, other things is good, and here finish. The operator that I want to tell you here is follow on. This operator is very useful when it comes to controlling the thread on which the task will be executed. If you worked with RX Java, I can tell you the follow on is like subscribe on in RX Java. Okay, let's see in the code. So first, let me to create some function here. For example, follow on sample. Good. And here I want to return a follow of int. Let me import. Okay, good. And here, as you know, it's a kind of builder. So here just want to call for I in yes, it's good. And here just let's put some delay, and here let me copy the look for save time and put it here. Yes, and here it's kind of emitting. Yes, and here I should put I. Okay, yeah, and then we can call emit with the I. Okay, I forgot to create a body for the for. Yes, now it's correct. Okay, good. Yes, and here I just want to tell this builder to work on which trait. How? I just need to call follow on, and here just need call dispatchers and put your coroutine dispatcher that you want, UI, main, or default. Here I want to use a default, and in the main body here again I need to have another lifecycle scope, and here call this function. Yes, good, and call collect again, and here I can put another log. Okay, and let me change it. Follow on, collect. Here just need put it. Okay, so let's see the result of this code. And here just let me change the tag name. Okay, other operators, and here as well. Okay, here just let's run our application and see the result. Here I expected to see emit 1, collect 1. Yes, exactly. Emit 2, collect 2, and emit 3, collect 3. Okay, so far so good. The other thing that I want to tell you in this video about exception handling. Catch exception and the follow completion and calls a specific action with the catch exception. This operator is transparent to exceptions that occur in downstream follow and does not catch exceptions that are thrown to cancel the follow. What that means, let me show you an example. Just let me comment this part. Here just let me to have the list as a follow. Good. And here I can put map, for example, and it can check it if not 3. So here we can put the value as it, and here we have operator on completion. That means returns a follow that invokes the given action after the follow is completed or cancelled. So I want to use this, and just here I want to show a look, just that. Yes, and here we can call catch. Yes, and here let me again copy this one and put it there. yes, and yes. I didn't define a here. Good. As always here, we can call my collect operation. Good. And also copy and paste it here. Just need to it, yes. Okay, good. And here, I guess I didn't run it into here. As you can see, there is an error because I forgot to create the scope, coroutine scope for this part of code. So just launch and put it all the code here. And yes, as you can see, the error is gone. Let's run it. As you can see here in the result, with this code in the number 3, we have got an error. And here with the catch operator, we can handle these kind of exception without any crash or something like that. And the last thing here I want to tell you about StateFlow and SharedFlow. We should first review the cold follow and hot follow that discussed in the previous video. I put the link of that video in the description. With StateFlow and SharedFlows, a follow can efficiently update state and update value to multiple consumers. And here we should know more about StateFlow. When the collector begins collecting, an initial value is emitted. And also we can create a variable like this, as you can see. The only value that is emitted is the last noun value. And also, the value property allows us to check the current value without collecting. It keeps a history of one value that can be accessed directly. The other things that need to know, it does not emit repeated values. When the value differs from the previous item, it emits the value. And also about the lifecycle. Lifecycle awareness of the Android component makes it similar to live data. In order to add lifecycle awareness to it, we should use a repeat on lifecycle scope with StateFlow. And what about the SharedFlow? So here there is some difference between SharedFlow and StateFlow. A SharedFlow by default, it does not emit any value since it does not need an initial value. We can create that variable, the shared variable like this, as you can see. And also with the reply operator, it's possible to emit many previous value at once. It does not have a value property, but we have it in the StateFlow. The emitter emits all the value without caring about distinct difference from the previous item. It emits all the item. It emits repeated value also. And the SharedFlow is not totally similar to live data. We will work with the StateFlow and SharedFlow in a real project, maybe in a project with Retrofit. All the thing about basic and concept of follows here is done. And if you have any question, please don't hesitate, ask me in the comment section. If you are new in the channel, please subscribe my channel, like my video, and also write comment for me. See you soon in the next video, and it's about working with follow and roam database.